Hey, it's the Daily Schmooze, and I'm here on Wednesday, the Hump Day, July the 12th, with the latest in the news. You can hear the background there. That's Sting doing Demolition Man. And the reason I'm playing Demolition Man this morning is because it's day two of the renovations to my kitchen. And so far, things are going okay. Yesterday, they pulled out all the appliances. They knocked down one wall. There are wires hanging everywhere. It's just a mess. But we got a different crew in today, and they're going to start putting things in instead of taking things out. So hopefully, there's no dynamite. There's nothing going on today. No more walls crumbling down. And so we're good. We're good to go. Another couple weeks of this shit, and we'll be looking good. So, what's in the news today? Well, yesterday we talked about Aretha Franklin and her will. And it was decided yesterday that they're in the court, and it was decided. So, what happened was, if you didn't catch up with the story, there are two wills. Aretha died in 2018. They found two wills. One will was one that was notarized and in a safe or in a cabinet in her house, locked up there, and that gave most of her wealth to one son. And but then they found another will, and this one was stuffed in her couch, in a notebook in her couch, which was dated 2014, 4 years later. Now, it was signed, Aretha's handwriting was verified, so we know it's from Aretha. And uh, it basically divvied up her wealth to her sons, but there was a big difference. The latest will gave her estate, her mansion to two sons and not the other. So that was the big thing. They've been in court 5 years battling this out. So the decision yesterday was from a jury was that the 2014 will, the one that they found stuffed in her couch, supersedes the will from 2010. So there you go. I think maybe the determining factor was the orange Cheeto stains on the 2014 will. I'm thinking Aretha was sitting on her couch, eating Cheetos, watching TV, and all of a sudden she decides to make another will. And she just stuffed it into the couch, and there it was. She probably forgot about it. So, I mean, the other thing that I think clinched the deal was when Aretha signed her name, made the big A, and her habit, or her maybe her in her signature inside of the A, she always did a little smiley face, two dots and a little line. That was Aretha's thing. Did you ever get cards, or did you do it yourself, where you do little smiley faces instead of dotting the I? You do like a little face there and stuff. It's to me, it's really annoying, but that's what people do, right? They do that stuff. So anyway, that proved that really was Aretha's signature, and that was her wish. Um, and as the judge said, uh, or the lawyer, whoever, uh, just because the will is stuffed in a couch, you could have a will laying on your kitchen table for 20 years. It's still your will. It's still your will. So it doesn't matter where it is. It's the will is the will. It's the will. So anyway, so that wraps up the thing with Aretha, and the two kids will get the mansion. and the other one is sort of left out there. Yeah, it is kind of sad though. Yeah, we're like making light of it. It is kind of sad what money does to people, you know. There's a family, the brothers don't speak to each other, and the family, hopefully they reconcile and they become a family again because it's a shame what money does, but so maybe that's the end of what we're going to hear about Aretha as well. But the other thing we talked about yesterday, if you remember, we talked about Britney Spears, and she's back in the news again. Now, yesterday we talked about Britney Spears put out a video yesterday morning around this time, around 8:30, where she's rolling around the floor like an animal. She's rolling around the floor and doing things and like acting like a caterpillar. And I don't know what the hell she was doing. She was jumping around there. And then she said, I have some exciting news to share with you, but not until tomorrow. And she's doing this in between rolls. She's rolling around and then, I don't know. Anyway, yesterday came out the news. It was, she's got a new book coming out in the fall, and it's a memoir. It's about her life. So I think I'm going to run out and get that right away. I don't know. You could pre-order it now, and hey, I mean, I give her a lot of credit for writing the book, but I mean, I guess that's her excuse for acting like an animal. She, wants to be taken seriously as an adult, and now as an author. So the way she wants to be taken seriously, since her new book is coming out, is just jumping around the floor. Anyway, so the bottom line is that we're going to be seeing more of Britney in a few months because she's going to be on every talk show. She's going to be promoting the book. She's going to be everywhere. So if you didn't have enough of Britney, you're going to get more. So so look forward to that. Anyway, I heard an interesting story yesterday out of Indonesia. Now get this. Have you heard about this? In Indonesia, McDonald's can cater your wedding if that's what you want. If you want to go with McDonald's cuisine, you could go with McDonald's. And they charge an equivalent of 230 American dollars. You get their wedding deal, which is 100 chicken burgers and 100 four-piece chicken nuggets. You get that for the cheap price of $230. Now, it does not include French fries. If you want French fries, you're going to have to order them on the side for yourself. Although they did say you could substitute the nuggets for like apple pie. So it's like 100 apple pies instead of, I mean, this is ridiculous. Why are we even talking about this shit? I mean, who is going to have their wedding catered by McDonald's? Losers. But they did say if it's popular in Indonesia, it may go all around the world, including the United States. So pretty soon you're going to see people having their weddings catered by McDonald's. I could just see all the waiters coming in dressed like Ronald McDonald and serving you right there. So don't count on going to a fancy place like the Capitol Grill for the reception. You're gonna have McDonald's. That's what people like. That's what people like. I'm not downing them, but they did make the caveat that this deal does not include actually getting married in McDonald's in McDonald's. So if you want to have the ceremony in an actual McDonald's, you're out of luck. You can't do that. So, and talking about McDonald's, there was another thing on the news that this one came out of Thailand, that they have a new burger over in Thailand, and who knows, maybe it's going to be coming our way soon. It's called the Really Cheeseburger, and it's 12 pieces of cheese on the burger. Actually, it's just one big blob of cheese. That's it. I mean, you can't even see the burger. There's no lettuce, there's no tomatoes, there's no onions. It's a big piece of cheese in between two buns. That's what it is. I'm not a cheese guy. I don't know if you guys are, but it just doesn't appeal to me. I think cheese is very binding, isn't it? I don't know, but so look for that coming your way too. The really, really cheeseburger. So that's it. That's about the big news of the day. So, you can count on me to bring you the really hard hitting news every day on the Daily Schmooze. Um, so that's why you got to hit that subscribe button there so you never miss an episode and I get a lot of likes. And then I can bring you more of this hard hitting news every single freaking day. Speaking of which, before I leave, I was watching the morning news today, and somehow it hit me. These guys, these anchor men, these guys, the weather, the traffic guys, they're all wearing pants. Now, why did that hit me? Because there was a time where the anchor guys were literally chained to the desk. They wouldn't move. So these guys they could be sitting there in their underwear. You just don't know it, because they're not shown from the waist down. Everything is the waist up. Not anymore. They've got these guys all over the studio now. They're walking over here to give you the news, and then the traffic guys walking over there, and then it's just a different world we live in now. And I've got to accept that. I'm very old school, but it's a totally different. Anyway, I've gone off the deep end, and so I better leave. So tomorrow we'll have some new news. Hopefully, it's not about Aretha Franklin and it's not about Britney Spears. Please give me a break already. But anyway, you guys have a good day. I'm going to go out and see how the renovations are doing. In lieu of a hard hat and goggles, I've got my Phillies cap on. Now, if I get hit in the head by a chunk of cement or something, I don't know how well this is going to do. But I figured maybe it's better than nothing. Anyway, you guys have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow for the next edition of the Daily Schmooze. See you later. Take care.